Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Oh my god, watching from the hospital. That is less than ideal. Are you alright? Oh my god. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. We love stream elements in this house. Okay, today we're gonna be doing some painting. Let me head over there. Okay, so we're gonna hope that everything works well. And we're gonna try to do, so sometimes I do some like portraits in my sketchbook like this. So this is what we're gonna try to do today. But not these ones. We love stream elements in this house. Waiting on my MRI results to see if I can go home. Oh my gosh, that sounds so crazy. I hope it's all good and that you get to go home. Cause that's wild. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to try this out. Hopefully it all goes as planned. I'm a little nervous because sometimes the painting process is chaotic. Super pocket art, thank you. What? Oh my gosh. Um, Build Rat King, thank you so much for the follow. Did that show up on the screen for you guys? Are my alerts gonna all be broken again today? That would be cool. Doesn't matter. I remember going to see Captain Kaladin in the hospital years ago, but they won't let people see me because of COVID. Yeah, that's so sad. You don't get to, like, no one can come see you. I hope it hasn't been too boring. Yeah, so, okay, so today, I decided, this seemed to be the most popular option of the ones we wanted to draw, paint. So we're gonna be doing this picture today. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's not gonna stay here, but you've seen it. I'll bring it up a few more times. But yeah, I think we're gonna get going with this. So for these two that I did, I actually started like a base with marker. So I enjoyed that, and I want to try it again with this one. So we're going to a new page, blank page, and we will get it going. MRIs are very boring. I've been reading, oh, I'm not going to pronounce, to keep myself occupied. That sounds good. I have never had an MRI before. Are you feeling those Crime and Punishment vibes? Okay, so I got these bad boys. We're gonna use the pink one because I like to have everything be warm colors. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, hospital vibes are not very fun. I visited Kelp Goblin a lot in the hospital when his lung collapsed, and it's an interesting vibe. Okay, I'm on Tales from the Underground right now. It's really fun. I'm glad that you have something to keep yourself occupied. Oh god, okay. Starting things is so nerve-wracking. Let's see. I don't know how big we want to do it. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna start. This, like, reference picture also has the top of her head cut off, which I don't like, so we're just making that up. And I think we're just gonna do it, like, front and center. So everyone can see. You guys all read big brain books. Hell yeah. We are gaming today. We are gaming today. This is like more stressful because I feel like painting has a lot of time in it where it looks bad. So you guys really get to see the start to the end. It will change a lot. And I'm hoping that we can finish this today. I feel like I can usually paint pretty fast. So we'll see if I can paint with enough time to finish this. I haven't done any Chekhov yet. I think after Crime and Punishment, I want to read some James Joyce plays. I recommend it if you like being depressed and stuff. Chekhov is really good at those vibes. That's funny. Okay, this one has got some interesting, like, flowers going on that we want to kind of get in there. I don't know why this feels so different than the digital one, but it's like a little more chaotic in my mind. Russian realism really did like depression. Isn't Chekhov the dude with the gun? Yeah. Oh my. I think it's kind of cool to start these with marker. I just realized my hand is like covering everything that I'm up to. I'll try to not cover it as much, so you guys can see. Pew pew pew. Indeed. Okay. So usually I'm pretty good at painting. Some of the times that I have painted with people like around me though, I lose all my ability to paint. So we're gonna hope that it still goes well today. But there's a good chance that this one might just be janky. That's all. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah. Well, like, Russia has had a very troubled history, especially compared to some other European countries. Honestly, I know more about the literary movement of Russian realism than I do about any of the individual books. I cannot participate in this conversation. My brain is too small. I only know marker. Oh yeah, Russia has always been very bureaucratic and have loads of censorship. Sorry, Supal. That's alright. That's alright. I'm glad you guys have big brains. Okay. I think she has her hair pulled back into like a braid up here. And these little poofy bits. Oh, this is gonna take up like a lot of the page. That's okay. We will do it good. Okay. Alright. So, sad part about traditional art is I can't just move this up. I would just want it to be up a little more, but that's not how it works. So we will suffer. Okay, I think this is gonna be our base. Now we're gonna start the paint. Plus trouble even in older times, like with Ivan the Terrible and some invasions. My mom really wants me to read Jane Eyre. Okay, I'm gonna set up these paints. I'll do it here so you guys can see what I'm up to. What colors we need? Loads of colors. Okay. Y'all, I have this white paint. I don't know what kind of, wait, where are you? What kind of paint this is, but it's like so good. It makes like, I mix like pretty much every color I do with it, and it makes it really nice and like easy to use for acrylic paint. That's kind of hype. Oh yeah, my mom gave me a copy of Jane Eyre one time as well. Titanium white. Napoleon III was a real doorknob though. It is titanium white, but like the formula of it is really good. It's like makes everything a little smoother. Cause I buy like cheap paints, and if I mix it with this paint, it makes all of them seem like they're nicer than they are. That's a life hack for you. Buy one good white paint and mix everything with it. I love titanium white. Same. Okay, okay. My paints. And drag everything. I should have maybe prepared this before, but it's so hot that I didn't want them to all, like, dry. Okay. My biggest tube for the longest while was titanium white. Yeah, I have like a big ass tub of it because it's just so good. I agree with you. We do love it. Love a good white paint. So, what have you guys been up to today? Anything fun? Oh god. I just dropped. Traditional art requires so much more things. Also, I do not organize my palette in any specific way, really. I just kind of put stuff around the edges and let them meet in the middle for mixing and stuff. I'm still sick. Dang. That's pretty long. How long have you been sick for? I should get back into oil paint. You should. You could paint right now. We can have painting vibes. Painting vibes only. Fun. My buddy who's been deployed for a while just messaged me for the first time in like 4 months. Dang, that's super exciting. purple come out? Oh, okay. I watched all 3 Bionicle movies on YouTube a few days now, yeah. Dang. Oh shit, you're right. Yo, we could both be painting right now. There's nothing stopping that from happening. Hell yeah. I've never seen any of the Bionicle movies, nor do I really know what they're about. Hey guys, life hack. Don't keep all of your paints just in a big bag full of stuff, because it's hard to get to. And we're experiencing that right now. The struggle. I think we're gonna need a lot of this one. We've got a lot of these colors in this today. We've also got blue. Lots of different colors that I normally don't work with. Rip just found an old project. It yellowed so much. Dang. Blue. This blue is from Walmart. Do we need any other colors right now? What colors are in here? Yes. Where are you? My tiny green. I love this tiny green also. I'll have to redo some of it. Dang, that's sad. Ow, okay. Tiny green. Okay, I think these are all the colors we need for now. If we need more, we can grab them. Bump. The first movie is like 2 dudes on a road trip and they keep getting attacked by demons. Are the Bionicle movies animated or like live action, I guess? Paintbrush moment. Okay, we're gonna start with this. And we're gonna get the base down. They're like 3D animation, right? Okay, hello. Oh, you guys can't see the paint mixing if it's over here. Wait, that's sad. If I put it like that, I'll put my arm in it. Okay. No paint mixing ASMR for you guys. Okay. Let's see. We're just gonna start. There's much less of a process to this. Wait, I'll show you for now, before I get the paint on there. We can see some mixing. We're gonna make this skin color. You guys can like guess what color I'm making. That's a fun game. Have you guys seen those TikToks that are like, guess the color, and they just pour a bunch of stuff in there? That's like what we're doing right now. Oh, that's too much. Okay, we need more of this. What? This needs to be like a little grosser. That's a life hack. Sometimes your colors need to be a little grosser, so you add a complementary color in there, and it makes it a little nastier. And I'm gonna skip this song. I don't know. It's causing me stress. Okay. Bacon Beach, get out of here. Okay. Alright. The second Bionicle movie is about 6 heroes trying to overthrow a tyrant king. Failing and being forced to let the city crumble into ruins while they escape with like 10 citizens. Oh my god. Yeah, 3D animation. Oop, my linseed oil congealed too. No, it's been too long. An apron is nasty as heck, but I've had it for oil painting for like 7 to 8 years. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I think this is the color we're starting with. And then the third movie is the 6 heroes returning to the ruins of their old city to try and save the citizens they abandoned in the second movie. Instantly getting murked by spiders and mutating into monsters and barely succeeding. What on earth? Alright. I didn't realize the Bionicle movies were so intense. I'm skipping this song too. Oh my god. Sorry for being annoying. Sometimes you try out a new playlist and some on there are the vibe and some are not the vibe. Okay, it's time to get into it. Yeah. By Doja Cat. Just kidding. Oh, this is hype. This is too hype for our chill painting time. Oh my god. Dating start. Okay, that's fine. All right. I'm trying to decide if this playlist is gonna annoy me or not. What are your guys' thoughts? Listen, the commercials to go along with the movies had the slogan, Bionicle, surrender or run. That's so funny. Just removed an old sticker because it had my old name. It's so clean underneath here. Yo. That's cool. I got a sticker yesterday. Okay. RIP this marker. You know, this is the vibe of painting is just doing things and then covering it up and being like, wow, that was a waste of time. But it all kind of it kind of works out in the end. Are we supposed to hear music? Oh my god, I didn't turn it on. You are supposed to hear music. Lol. Oh, that's so funny. Thank you for letting me know. Yo, my buddy's either gonna get deployed to Japan or Italy next. If he goes to Italy, I told him I'm coming along. That's wild. Love to discover a candy from like 3 years ago. No. Lol. Guys, one time we were cleaning out our like coat closet, jacket closet, and my mom like had this old like winter jacket that she wore and she pulled up a perfectly intact popcorn chicken out from the pocket. I don't know how long it had been in there, but it looked exactly the same. Colonel Sanders has got that magic formula. Never molds, always intact. We should have tried it. Would that piece of popcorn chicken have killed me? That's the question. Starting paintings is always so disheartening because there's just like such a process for getting it to look alright. But yeah, we were actually seriously talking about this. He'd be at an army base in Sicily and his girlfriend would be coming, and he said if I get a job there and then can pay my rent, then I'm good to come along. Dang, that's wild. Eternal chicken, yeah. I will drop life to live in Sicily. I mean, like, makes sense. Probably way nicer than here. What do we want from a hair color? We want this. You can't see it. That's okay. Cleaning old linseed sucks. Yeah, I feel like the upkeep of, like, paints is stressful, which is why I enjoy acrylic paint, because it just, like, lives in the tube and lasts for, like, so long. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my other playlist. I feel like this one is too upbeat. That sounds kind of sad. Oh wait. Okay. Okay, now I can stop messing with the music. The oil paint lasts, it's just a problem with the oil and solvent. I see, but soup, it actually works so well because I speak Italian as well. You speak Italian? That's cool. Like, this is a plan that was meant to be. Well, then follow through. That would be cool. I would love to live somewhere else. Like, at least once. I don't we're just gonna extend this. Painting always looks so cursed at the beginning. I don't know if you guys relate to the cursed painting at the start, but God, it always starts looking like something, I'll tell you that. So I got a new tattoo yesterday. Oh my god, yeah. Bob Ross. Oh, none of the emotes are showing on screen. RIP, the alert's breaking. Okay. We are vibing with this. It will slowly improve from here. I think I have it less because I don't for portraits, but yeah, I get it. Yeah. Portraits always start real weird looking. I will tell you that. I've done a couple landscapes and usually I just find it's hard to get enough detail at the start. And then but like that's like less weird than this, I think. Can you do your best Bob Ross impression? No. I don't know what Bob Ross does. That's all I gotta say. Also, I find usually for painting, like, with actual paints, I always get the, like, colors wrong at first and have to, like, go and redo them a bunch. I don't know if you relate to that as well. I find it, like, they always start looking like unrealistic skin colors, and then I go, wait a second, that looks like an unrealistic skin color. Like, this is gonna be, like, very pink, but we're just gonna use it. No, actually, I hate it. This is a kind of difficult color to make, because I have to make, like, a brown first. Interesting. It's fun to try new things. Do new processes than before. My old rag has become a solid brick also. Dang. Okay, I think I have a better color going on now. Yes, so I got a new tattoo yesterday, and I went to a new shop I've never been to, and they had a very interesting, like, theme going on. It was, like, old Western, but also, like, Chinese theme. They had, like, one of those, like, saloon entrance gates. And they also had, like, a big dragon mural. Which shop? I cannot say, for I do not want to dox myself. But if it won't dox, it probably will, so I won't. But it was interesting. And like the one thing that got me, I don't think they realized, but their like playlist there, okay, I'm exposing myself on my TikTok behaviors with this one, but I don't think they realized that the playlist they were playing was like a like fan cam edit song playlist. Because, like, they're, like, kind of aggressive songs, but I've only, like, every single one, it was, like, back to back to back. It wasn't just, like, a coincidence that the songs were, like, popular. I have, like, seen used in, like, fan cams or video edits, and it was cracking me up, because it was just, like, I'm sure they were just playing the songs because they sounded like, haha, this is kind of aggressive and cool. But I was, like, I was trying not to laugh. I was... It was so funny. Okay, can you DM it to me later? I'm interested to know see the tattoo. Yeah, I posted the tattoo in the art section of the Discord if you would like to check it out. It hurt so bad. I don't even know why. It's like the most painful one I've had. I think it might have just been because the artist was kind of like heavy-handed, but I was like, ouchie. It was a little bit brutal. I think that's my most painful one that I've ever had. Oh god. And it was like 2 hours long, so it was like an extended time. Not that long. Well, some people sit for like ever. That's crazy, but yeah. It was nice though. It's super cool. Do you guys have tattoos? And if you do, what has been your most painful one? I really want to know. I feel like lots of people have like different like pain tolerances in different locations, and I find that it's really different for everyone where the most painful area is. Oh yeah, that's a sick tattoo. Thank you. I need to know the artist. I'm gonna bug you later. All good. I will tell you because they were really cool and I'm gonna get more stuff from them. We talking tattoos. We talking tattoos, I guess. Super fun. I've been kind of thinking about getting like bugs, like by my knees, like one on each leg. I don't know. That's kind of a cool idea. Something about these angles is weird right now. This needs to be like brought out more. We rockin' with the chaos of painting. I've only gotten 2, and one of them was just stick and poke by me, and one of them was by Soup. Yeah. Which one hurt more? I'm a lame dude who doesn't do any of that, but I appreciate the artistry. I'm still glued to my main tattooist, you know. Kind of. I just look at Flash, and then if someone has cool Flash, I'm like, I want that. I never think of my own ideas. I'm like so indecisive, I don't want to like pick things. I'm just like, oh, that looks nice. I'll get that. And I feel like it's fun. People love to tattoo their own designs, you know? And they don't have to do extra work. Well, stick and poke hurt more, but also was way shorter. Your stick and poke hurt more. That's interesting to me. Like those beetles that open their wings when you stretch your legs, but close when you bend. Not quite like that. That is cool though. I like things like that. I was just thinking like either above or below. Some like bugs with their wings open maybe. Actually, I think I'm gonna get an Asiatic honeybee on my ankle by an apprentice I know. Hell yeah. That's exciting. Ankle kind of hurty though, but not that much. But a little more than a lot of people think. I found that a lot of people wanted things on their ankle because they're like, oh, it's small, it won't hurt. But I'm like, well, the ankle's kind of spicy for like a first tattoo or something. That was one trend I noticed quite a bit. People were like, this will not hurt me, and I was like, watch out. Same with the thighs. Lots of people think that your thigh is not gonna hurt because it's so meaty, but I think they're quite stingy. You may remember I was on painkillers when you gave me the tattoo. Oh, true. Right. That makes sense, I guess. Then I want to get the Predator done on my forearm by my main girl. Yeah, that's cool. My ankle tattoo is the most painful by far. Yeah, I feel like people don't realize. They don't expect it. They're like, yeah, that's small, it'll be nice. And then it's like, they kind of sting. They kind of sting a bit, a lot. I have one tattoo of like a dog, like ankle, foot area. I don't know. And that stung quite a bit. It was not as bad as this one I just got though. This one was kind of brutal. But yeah, it's a little spicy area. Lol, I don't know what to tell you guys. Painting just looks like this for most of it, and then it stops looking like this. Even this old paint will be congealed too. Dang. Hello, Butter. How's your day going so far? Remember when my first tattoo was 5 hours long? I'm stupid for that. Yeah, that's like such a commitment. I don't know how you did that for your first one. I mean, it looks great though. Also, the stick and poke was on my knee, which is apparently painful. True, that does hurt. I found my stick and poke way less painful than machine tattoos. I think it's because like stick and pokes are like when you have a machine and they like drag a long line, I think that's the most painful part. But you can't drag a long line when you are doing stick and poke. So that's why I find them less painful, I guess, at least for me. I actually don't like having numbing stuff because it gives a strange sensation. I'd actually prefer the pain. I've never tried like any numbing creams or anything, so I don't know what I would prefer. It also smells like turpentine, which is not optimal. You know what's the worst for me? When there's long lines. Yo, yeah, long lines suck so bad. The long lines done quickly is the worst. It's just like, and you're like, ow. I feel kind of bad because I used to do that to people. It just like looks better if you do long lines in like one go. But I was like, haha, prepare to die. I'm about to do a long ass line. Yeah, that sucks. Those do hurt. And you just have to, like, experience it. Oh my. Because it's, like, unpredictable pain, you kind of lose focus on whatever's keeping the pain away. Yeah, and I find, like, the like area wherever it is going like changes like so much. Like if you're like tattooing here, like here to here can be totally different panes. So if they do a line that's like just that long,
yeah, he's a gamer.
hell yeah, it will hurt like different amounts. And so you're like, that's what I found at least. They kind of suck. It's way nicer to have things done in shorter amounts of time. But yeah, those are kind of brutal. You know, it's actually way better to not use numbing cream because it can make your skin rubbery and change the texture of that tattoo. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think, like, not many people I tattooed used it, and I've never used it. I don't mind the long tattoos, you just need to really prepare. True. The longest one I've ever done was only like 3 hours, so I don't have the long experience. But I also just like, I don't know. Some people like to tattoo for very long, like huge pieces, but I actually hated it. People are like, can you tattoo a long, like a big one for me? And I was like, no, I cannot. I don't want to be here for more than 4 hours. This white both too thick and refuses to thin without turning yellow. No. That's so sad. I'm sorry for your paint struggles. Okay, it still looks crazy, but it's starting to look less crazy. It's starting to look like an acceptable amount of crazy. So I feel better about this now. The only break I took for my first one was a pee break, and we still kept going after the store closed. Dang. That's impressive. I'm glad that I don't know. I feel like no matter how much it hurts, unless you're like gonna pass out. This is just for me. I don't mind if people took a break, but I'm like, I won't take a break. Sometimes I would like have wished some people would have taken breaks during long ones, just because I'm like, you know, my hand needs a break. Sheesh. But that's okay. I think I'm just gonna toss this flake white. The zinc white seems more pliable. That's probably a good plan. I'm gonna get paint all over everywhere. Okay. Okay. See, it's starting to come together. It's starting to look like actually skin color. Better than just chaos. It's kind of fun, I think, to see this because you can really see the process. Like, I find for the digital art, it looks like mostly similar, so you have a good idea of what it's gonna look like while you're watching. But this one, this is a gamble on how good my art skills turn out to be while we do this. But it seems to be like an alright painting day, so hopefully it will be fine. Also realized her neck is like way longer than I've made it here, so we will like bring that down a bit. But yeah, my other long one, the artist actually took a break. Yeah, it's just like, it's hard to hold a vibrating thing for so long. I found like towards the end when I quit, like I was getting some like, I had like pains in these fingers like so hard. I would like hold it and they would just like hurt. So yeah, understandable. Especially if you're doing a long day or those long sessions with no break. Ow. Ouchie. For the hand. Okay. Okay. This is starting to appear. Alright. I think we need to start pulling in some of the shadows in like a better way. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. That's all you gotta know. We're gonna start adding some of the colors that will like mostly get covered up by the end, but or like I like to put them in so it looks more like real skin. I still can't find another artist I want to do my octopus. It's gonna be a long journey. I need to find the perfect person for the octopus. I'm sure you will find them a good person for it soon. eventually. I like that you have, like, good ideas for what you want, though. That makes it a lot easier. We're gonna add some pinks. Can you see? Yes. Though I have thought maybe I could get another type of octopus done by R at some point. That would be cool. Do you like octopi? What is your favorite one? And why? Oh, bars? Kind of rhyming? Kind of sick? Okay. We've added some, like, pinks, which I think make it look a little more alive. You can't really... It looks crazy on this stream. Yeah, they're my fave animal. Hell yeah. Are they an animal? Are they a fish? My fave is a blue-ringed octopus, which is why I'm waiting for... what I'm waiting on the perfect artist for. Oh, the emotes are behind this thing. Wait, hold on. Let me move them. Where are you? That makes more sense. Okay, hopefully they'll be on top now. I didn't even think about that while I was adding the camera. Why aren't my emotes showing up? They're behind. Dummy. Okay, I'm gonna add some, like, yellowy greens in there. Your skin got a little bit of yellowy green stuff in there. You know how it be? I really like painting skin. Because there's just, like, so many, like, interesting colors in there, I think. They all really, like... If you get the, like, little shifts right, I think it's really cool. This might be too, like, aggressive for this. We'll add some of this, I think. I like it. They're in front now, yay! Soup adding the jaundice, like, literally. I think I'll see who is at some conventions, and I feel like at some point I'll just find someone who fits the style I like. That's a good idea. I've never been to a convention, but it seems cool. I really do be adding the jaundice. It will look cool in the end, though, so don't worry. It makes it look better. It makes it look better when there's, like, more colors. Or at least more interesting, I think. I guess maybe not more accurate, but I like it. Where we live doesn't have the greatest variety of artists. That is very true. There is not a lot of difference in styles. Or options. Which is kind of lame. I feel like that's mainly why I don't have more. Because I'm like, I want something, but I'm like, can't get it here. And I have no money to go elsewhere. I've gotten really into vertical landscape tattoos. Like, there's this girl in Vancouver who I want to get a landscape done by, and one in Singapore. Yo. Korea has, like, such good tattoo artists. Just, like, all over. That's, like, a dream location to get tattoos from. There are, like, so many cool ones there. Okay, I think I want to add some, like, bluey purple vibes. Somewhere. A little bit. Just a little bit. Not as dark as what I'm currently making. You can't see it, though. Can you? I'm saving, why does cadmium yellow have a black cap? The others match. That's funny. And then there's this awesome artist in Korea called Mooncheon that I want to get a watercolor landscape from. I'm saving my chest for a Korea trip. Yeah, that's a mood. All, like, back and chest I'm saving for, like, really good artists from other places. I can't tell if this color is what we want or not. Not really. I think it needs a little more blue. Should I, like, show you when I'm mixing? I'm mixing. We're making colors. Well, I'm using back as a place for stuff that doesn't fit my plans for my limbs. That's kind of cool. This is like the exact same color. Oh well, we're gonna add a little bit of it. We will just add some here and like here. A little bit. I think it'll be cool. I think this will be cool when it all comes together. I don't know if I want to switch to a smaller brush yet. I think I want to add some more with this big one. I've decided to use my left leg for creatures, so I already have the gecko and next I'm going for the bee. Hell yeah. I kind of like, I don't even know. I don't have a plan. I also want to get a praying mantis for sure. Those look cool. I just like stuff and I just put it places on a whim. Will I regret not planning it out more? Maybe. But also, I feel like part of, like, why tattoos look cool is they just look cool, like, when they're on there. Like, even if they're kind of, like, bad or not well thought out. I feel like it just looks cool to have tattoos, you know what I mean? I think that's what made me, like, a lot less worried about what I was getting, because I used to be very nervous, and I was like, I have to get the perfect thing. And then I was like, you know what? I, like, in real life, I genuinely, like, don't ever look at what people actually have tattooed. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Or, like, I'll just look at, like, the general style. And if it's a cool style, I'm like, oh, yeah, nice. I don't know if you guys relate to that. I still see Morgan's rabbit tattoo every day. That's sick. Thank you. I don't think they necessarily need to be organized, but you gotta find nice filling stuff later, which is easier if you plan it out. That's very true. I feel like you're right. I mean, it does look better if you have, like, a nice plan, but I'm just lazy. And I don't care that much. I forgot how I made the color that I need. What the heck was I adding? We'll get there eventually. I will show you. I'll show you our color mixing journey. I think this needs to be like a little bit of black in it. Yeah, that was the right choice. Okay. Nice. I like the colors of this. They're not really the colors of the actual picture, but I think they look cool. Rip, some of these paints I ripped apart like a year ago. What do you mean ripped apart? Okay, I think we're gonna start actually like giving this some of its shape and such now. Gonna start becoming a painting real soon. Okay, I think we should add these highlights actually. I think that will be most important for shaping this out a bit. Okay, let's do that. Jacko, your painting seems to be going suboptimally. Yeah, it does not seem to be going exactly as you want. I was trying to twist the caps off some way back when they just tore off. Oh, I see. Now it's chill. I hope so. Okay, let's add some of the lighter colors in. And we will see. This is kind of too pink, but we'll just start with it. I got this paintbrush from my high school art class. I think our teacher was just like, just take one of these old brushes, they're bad. And I was like, bet I will take that and use it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go shower because this has been a rare chance at the hospital. Well, I'll be back to talk more tattoo stuff. No worries, go have a shower. I hope you have a good time at the hospital. And I'll be back. We'll be painting. Probably for a bit, so have fun. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys wanna know, what happened to me today? It was so strange. So it's very hot again, as it has been. I actually don't like what I just did. It's okay. We'll fix it later. I think it needs a little more yellowy color. So it was really hot and I was cleaning my room and I was like, oh, it's hot. Time to chug water. And I like chugged a glass of water, like not even an abnormal amount of water, just a like normal cup size. And I chugged it and then it immediately made my like chest tight and made me feel like barfing and dying all at once. And I stood very still for 1 minute, and then it went away. And I was just like left in the aftermath like, huh? Oh, whoops. No. Okay, that's fine. Has that happened to any of you? It was like so weird because it was like so short. Like it felt so bad so fast and then it immediately went away and I was like, "Huh? Oh, what was that?" I've like never had that experience before. It was very strange. And then I was just like, "All right. I guess so." Oh yeah, I've had that way too big gulp and then it's like gonna die. That happens if I eat too fast sometimes. Okay, I'm glad you guys have shared in this experience. Because it just like 1 second, my body was like, oh my god, get that, don't do that. And I was like, I'm trying to help you. You know what else is interesting? So, like, food textures don't really bother me that much. Like, I can pretty much eat anything and it's fine, but the like texture of yogurt or like pudding, if I eat it too fast, will just like make me like gag. I don't know what it is about those, but it's just like, no, stop that. Um, I get nauseous when I drink like any amount of liquid. Oh, that's not great. I also find if I drink water, like in the morning before I've eaten any food, it makes me also want to die. My stomach is like, no, get that out of here. We need something else first. Water is not invited. Water's gotta come afterwards. This ear is so in the dark that I don't want to put any of my light colors in there, but I just did it anyways. Okay, I think... okay, we're gonna add some more the shadows back. Honestly, I don't know really what painting is, but it's just me, like, adding shadows, adding highlights, adding shadows, adding highlights. Whoops, took them away, put some more back. Here we go. That's what we're doing right now. We're gonna add some of these shadows back, and then I think we're gonna switch to our smaller brush and start actually pulling some facial features into here. Then it will look less crazy once we start doing that. Right now, we're just at the crazy part. I don't really know, like, how you paint without just, like, adding something, taking it away, adding something, taking it away. That's funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other textures like that. I think it's mainly just pudding and yogurt style things that make me go, ugh. Kaladin, look, it's going okay. The painting, is it happening? Is paint commencing? Probably needs another layer another time, but yeah. Yo, hell yeah. You should send what you're doing to the art section in the Discord so I can look at it. Oh, I posted it. You did. You're already one step ahead of me. Let me look. I'll go see. Art. Oh. Yo. That looks great so far. Jackal, do you paint from a reference photo, or are you just like doing that from your mind? This like nose is not quite at the right angle, but that's okay. We'll fix it later. I do ref slaw. Okay, cool. Same. I can't picture things from my mind. Sometimes it's really nice to just like try to copy a picture. I don't know, it's very satisfying for my brain. Like even though like we're doing this from a reference, I like don't like try to get it like photorealistic. I just think it's like way more fun to like look at something and just like not have to use your brain, just like vibe with it. I'm very impressed by people who can just pull stuff out of their brain and paint it. Also, like, we are gonna do these, like, flowery bits of the makeup, but we are doing those last. I'm out of practice, but I think it's going okay. Hell yeah. Yeah. I haven't, like, painted in so long, because I was busy with school and stuff, that when I, like, pulled out all my paints, I was like, how do you paint? Oh my god, what emote is that? It's too far away from me to see. Yeah. Okay, we might come back to our big brush, but I think we're gonna switch to a small one and start making this look like a thing. All my paints be like impossible to open all the time. Yeah, I had this one yellow tube of paint that was just so hard to open that I just gave up and cut it in half. Most of my, like, acrylic paints are in a plastic tube instead of a metal one, but I have a couple in a metal one, and it's awful. It's so much easier to get them out. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. I got the example right here. Wait, where are you? Yeah, okay. Come back. So these ones, this one is like in a metal tube, and it's just like hard to use and get stuff out of. And these ones are in like a plastic tube, and it's so much better. Life hack. Don't buy the ones in the metal tube, because you'll struggle with them once they get a bit old. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take a sip. I always forget to drink during art streams. Oh yeah, all my tubes are metal. Rip. It sucks. A little bit. Is it, like, better for the paint? Why do they use them? Because I find it just dries up and becomes hard to use. Where's the paintbrush I want? You? Yeah. Alright, we're on to smaller paintbrush times. Let me just check. Okay. Cool. Alright. Where should we begin? Where should we begin? The eyes, maybe? Okay. Let's start with the eyes. Hopefully once we start adding some features into this, it will look less crazy. Tradition? Also, I guess that metal doesn't have bad reactions with paint like plastic could. I don't know chemistry, though. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I feel like if you're cheap like me and just want your paints to last absolutely as long as possible, the metal tubes are not the way to go. But yeah, okay. Now we have to pay attention to what we're doing so it looks good. Eye shape time. Eye shape moment. Here we go. Okay, it's a little weird, but hopefully that's fine. That's acceptable. Painting looks like so crazy while you're doing it. It's so funny. I think it's nice to see other people, like, actually paint, because then you realize that everyone's paintings just look crazy while they're doing them. And if they don't, then they're doing some sort of wizardry. You guys know that one audio that's like, how'd you do that, fucking wizard bitch? I love that audio. That's how I feel. Do we want to... Okay, I'm not gonna do that, actually. Let's see. Let's put the irises in. The irises? That's kind of like an eye pun, but not really, because that's just a part of the eye. That's so sad. I'm going on a picnic later today, and I wanted to know what some of your guys' favorite picnic activities are. Like, if you like, so, I guess like things to do at a picnic. You guys like to hang out and read? Do you like to do sports? Throw a frisbee around? Pillage in the woods for pine cones? Build a little fairy house? All of these are good options. Eat probably. Okay, I guess so. But other than that, you know, the picnic as like an event. I went for a picnic and had a fun time playing a couple rounds of Drac and Palace. Are those card games? I'm a fool. I don't picnic lol. That's fair. You could though. I do love a good picnic. Yeah, card games. I see. You know, card games as like a picnic activity makes sense, but I've like never done that before. Oh god, it's looking scary now. I also find things don't stop looking scary until you add the highlights at the end, so she's gonna be staring at you. Oh, there's no emotion. Maybe I could teach you sometime, smug. Yeah, maybe. I'm very bad at card games. It takes my, like, brain a lot to process what's going on. I don't know why. I'm also very bad at strategy games. I can think exactly one step ahead, and that's it. When you have to, like, think any farther ahead, I'm like, sorry. Brain don't work like that. I would love to have a big brain and be able to think more than one thought at a time. But, alas, here we are. One thought at a time only. I think this will be cool when we add the, like, blue petals in. Brain machine broke. Understandable. Have a nice day. Brain machine always broke. I also, like, suck at following along with the, like, explained rules of, like, games or anything. So someone's, like, telling me what to do, and I'm like, I wasn't listening, even though I was trying to listen. So that's a weird thing. Okay. This song is also a little intense. Where am I? Okay. Goodbye, Tim's crown. Get out of here. Abandoned. Me, music playing. That's me. ADHD time. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't focus. I also think that's why I struggle with D&D, because it's like the written, like, not written, what? The verbal explanation of what's going on is hard for me to follow. And then I just forget everything that's happened, or like can't really focus, and then I feel bad. And I'm like, whoops, sorry. Wasn't trying to not pay attention, but I totally didn't. Okay. No thoughts. Head Dorito? What that mean? I mean, I agree. Alright, this looks kind of jank, but I've mostly, almost totally rehabilitated this painting. Hell yeah. You know, you gotta start somewhere. All the paintings look crazy at first, and then they look less crazy later. That's like a bit of a sharp jawline for this. I don't know why I did that so much. Okay. The eyes are like too big. I will make them smaller. I will make them smaller in a second. We will just add some of this first. I think maybe the forehead needs to be a bit smaller too. Okay, eyeballs. Prepare to get shrunk. You're too big. That's like a little more normal. That's a little more normal. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that her forehead is like more straight up than we have this one. This one's like leaning back a bit too much. Evaluating our errors. It's kind of wild how you made sub badges, but Twitch decided not for Kaladin. Yeah, that's so sad. I wonder if there's a way to change the first one. Maybe I will have to make you one specifically. Twitch really said you don't get to have it. I think you can turn that off, maybe. I don't actually know. And have it be different? You can disable the first, yeah. You can have the soup bowls. It's in settings. It's for all channels though. Butter Bretzel is here with the big brain information. Oh, I just stole that dark color from somewhere. It literally says you are not subscribed to this channel where the soup bowl would be. What? I don't know, that's sad. Okay. Okay. We're rocking with this. I think, you know, it's gonna come together, don't worry about it. We're gonna do the nose. It's very pink and our photo is very orange, so we might need to start adding some of that into it to make it look a little closer to the original. You know, I'm not too pressed about having it be the same. We're not trying to be like photorealistic here, we're just kind of vibing in the sketchbook. But I do think it's a little too pink for today. Let's see. Okay. Okay, C done. Gotta smooth it now. Nice. Yeah, this is better color. Okay, this is like our main color. Let's have, okay, we're gonna start making this actually look like things now. Isn't that fun? You'll love to see all the details start to come in. And have it start looking more like the actual thing. Alright. I'll have to wait like a week before I can do the sunlight effects though. I think that's also probably why I haven't been super into oil painting. There's just like, you have to wait so long for it to dry, and I'm impatient. I like for things to dry quickly. Acrylic painting is fun because it dries so fast that you just don't even have to worry about it. You're just like, yeah, I'm good to go now. Let me just add some more layers on. Okay. I think this part needs to be like a lot darker. We'll see. I do layering, but some people do wet on wet. I see. No, acrylic is too fast for me. I like to go fast though. I like things to be done. You know? I appreciate people who can do tasks like over periods of time. I feel like that's super cool. Me and my family stayed at this like tree house for one vacation where this guy had just like spent all his time like doing wood carvings into this like treehouse he built on his property. And I was like, this is literally so cool, but I would never have the patience to do this in my life. It was kind of hype because they were just like little creepy wood faces staring at you from the walls. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I got horrendously ill on that trip, and it no longer became fun to stay in a treehouse when you're throwing up. I did, however, recite the entirety of The Cursed Child. Not recite, I read it out loud. I just said recite to be funky, but I was definitely not reciting that off of, like, memory or anything. I read the entirety of it to my sister, out loud on the balcony, because there was nothing to do because we were in a treehouse in the woods. That was kind of a cursed activity. Alright, cleanup time. Oh, is that like all you're doing for painting today? That's so fast. Or are you just cleaning up like your actual painting? What were you doing? What are you doing? Okay. The base was already done, so that's it. I see. I guess so. Speedy time. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna add some darker. I think I need to make a dark red. I think that's where issues are arising, because I keep adding purple to make it darker instead of just adding black, but then it makes it pink. Problem solving. And I think I'm about to take another sip of water soon. Okay, I have made like a browny red, which will help us on this journey. I want dry layers, so that's it for now. I see. Your patience is very good. So how do you keep oil paintings from not yellowing like what you were mentioning? It seems like kind of hard to manage, I guess. I'm pretty used to my, like, acrylic paintings just looking like how they look. Does it yellow from the oil? Soup time, Bog. Are you eating soup? What kind of soup? Tell us. We want to know. Oh yeah, see? Now it's coming together. Isn't it funny how using the actual brush, smaller brush, and doing the things makes it look more like the thing? I kind of want to eat soup. It's like 30 degrees though. I'm really over the 30-degree weather. For some reason you can't disable Founder's Badge on mobile, but you can on PC. Oh, weird. Twitch mobile is an interesting time. I usually watch most of, like, Twitch on my phone, because I usually watch, like, other people stream in the morning, and I just lay in my bed and watch Twitch. Gotta be careful with how much linseed you use. Some colors like white are way more susceptible to it. Good quality paints have less problems, and props more stuff with storage. Interesting. That makes sense. Yeah, having to, like, mix and thin things out, I feel like it's stressful. Twitch mobile is just very poorly designed for some reason, though. It really is. It really is. The only thing that it has is that it lets you do like a pop-out window, which I love. Hello, Christ Pratt. Welcome. I like jazz. We're doing some painting today. We're in the process. Looks a little crazy, but it will eventually not look crazy. And that's what we care about. How has your day been so far? Have you done anything cool today? I think this is... yeah. Yeah. It's starting to come together. Hopefully, at least. I think the mouth is a little bigger than I thought it was. That's okay. We'll add the, like, teeth in later. It will just be closed for now. I'd rather not talk about my day. Okay, no worries. You totally don't have to. We were talking about, I don't know, we were just kind of talking about painting. But we were also talking about what your favorite picnic activity is. Do you have a favorite picnic activity? If you've gone on any picnics in your lifetime? Bob Ross. I've done a lot of picnicking in my life. As a child, me and my, like, one friend would just go to, like, every playground possible in, like, our city, and we would just, like, go to every park and then picnic. And ignore all the other children because we did not want to make friends. We were an elite club. Okay. Oh, maybe we should add the eyebrows in. We'll help it look a little less insane. And this. So there's like some pretty deep shadows that we're kind of missing right now, and I think if we add them in, it will help it. It will help it look a little more accurate. Shall we? Do you guys want to? Here, I'll pull up the reference again. You guys can see. Hold on. Let me move it over. You guys can see what we've done so far. This is what we got. I think that I need more chin space. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cleaning wooden palettes is always a time. I've literally never cleaned my wooden palette once. I just like, but I use acrylic paint, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I just like put stuff on there and then I just let it dry and then I just put stuff over it. That's a life hack. Yeah, okay. We're gonna add some more chin. It kind of disappeared. But she definitely has a bigger chin than what I've given. Okay. 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 Back to what we were doing. Cleaning. Oh, I read that. BRB, gotta wash my brush and palette. No worries. I'm also gonna take a sip. I forgot to sip. Sip. You guys should take a sip as well. Okay. Back to it. So I watched this YouTube documentary about, I forget what it was called. I think it was called, like, Rat Utopia or something. But it was about these, like, science experiments on rats and overpopulation. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. Oh, it's like NIM something. I think there was like a movie made based on it. And some other stuff. It was like way more disturbing than I anticipated something with the title of Rat Utopia being. All the rats just like started to like kill each other and neglect their like young. I was like, oh my god. I love falling down the YouTube documentary holes. Sometimes there's just such good things that YouTube has to offer. Hey Soup, hello! How's it going? Hi Zyla. Shy. I forget what you like to be called. Please let me know. How's it going? How's your day going so far? We're doing some painting. It's in the middle of the process, so it looks a little chaotic. But I hope you've been having a good time. Yeah, yeah. I've been meaning to check out some of your streams, but you always stream at, like, the only time I can't watch. I, like, see it, I'm like, I get the notification, and then I always have to go do something, and I'm like, what? The universe never lines up for it. Always says no. Feel you, Soup. Yeah. Zyla, Shy, or Shyla, I'll work whatever's easiest for you. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've been missing so many people's streams recently, because I don't know. I've been, like, just, like, asleep or, like, at work, and I'm like, oh, dang. I miss seeing what everyone's up to. But that's cool. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, this nose is kind of weird, but I can't really quite place what about it is weird. So that's fine. Never any reason to apologize. I appreciate you. Thank you. Same honestly, life has been so busy these days. Hope that life has been treating you well. Thank you. You're so kind, so sweet. Yeah, my life has been kind of interesting. Recently, my job like opened back up. It was closed for COVID. But and we have a new management team and a bunch of new people, and it's honestly been the most drama I've ever had, maybe in my entire life. So it's been a little bit of a time. You know, I won't bring that into your guys' lives, but it's been wild. But yeah, I've really been enjoying streaming. I kind of want to do a like secret stream late at night one night when nobody is awake to see it, where I do like a concert and I just sing some covers and stuff, but I'm too nervous, I don't want anyone to see it. So I want to do it at like 2 a.m. Maybe it will happen. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, what if I just did that one day? Wouldn't that be so funky fresh of me to just do that and like no one would even notice? Oh dang, I feel that the management drama is a lot. I hope it hasn't been too stressful. Yeah, it's been like bizarre. It's like honestly felt a little bit like a sitcom, so it's kind of enjoyable, but it's also kind of hell. But that's okay. Also, this painting is looking gorgeous. Thank you. It's on its way. It's on its way. Painting, the process is always so chaotic, but singing with Elsie, please. Oh my god, I would love to. I don't think Elsie would ever agree, but that would be so cool. I've been missing like all of Elsie's streams because I've been asleep and it makes me sad. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day. You gotta watch out. There'll be a secret singing stream. I gotta work up my courage. I think this is starting to come together in a better way though. So I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I'm having a pretty good painting day, because it would be kind of lame if I was doing a painting stream and the painting wasn't working. Also, I realized that on stream looks a little bit different than the perspective I'm looking at it at, because my camera has to be tilted a little bit to balance so it doesn't fall down. So that's cool. Oh, I forgot we were doing this shadow. I just left it right there. Hold on, I will go back to that. I will go back to that. But yeah, one day at my work, I accidentally, some more drama relating to that, but I got there early for whatever reason. But it was fun. It was kind of cool because then I just like walked around. I'll show you guys. I walked around and went in some stores while I was waiting, and I got this like crow skull necklace. Focus on it. Do it. For like $10. And that's super cool. And there was a shop dog there. And I was early for work. And I was like, I'm gonna buy this necklace. And I'm gonna sit here for like 15 minutes and pet your dog. I think when stores have like an animal, it's like an elite experience. If you go into a store and there's just like a little creature there, I'm like, oh hell yeah. There's actually like so many stores near my work that have pets. There's like a bookstore that has like a cat, and like sometimes I go in there after while I'm waiting for the bus, so I'm not just like standing loose outside and getting murdered. And they have a cat in there, and they have a bunch of signs that say don't pet the cat, but if you are standing there like in there late at night, the cat just comes up to you, and I'm like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna pet this cat. Bookstore with a cat, OMG, need that in my life. It's so good. It's so good. I love when there's pets in places. Makes it so fun. Pets are the best. Bookstore with a cat. In my, like, dream life scenario, I would, okay, this is unrealistic because I know it wouldn't be peaceful and would probably only be stressful, actually. But in my, like, dream life scenario, I would have, like, a little cafe, and there would just be, like, cats that, like, walk around, and it could have, like, a little library part, and it would be lit. I know that actually, like, owning a store is probably, like, not a chill experience at all. But in my bakery life sim, I feel like that's so fun. This is not the same color. It's slightly different. How do I make this more the same as the other one? We will see. Do you guys have any pets? I know I've asked it before, but I don't remember. I have a cat. She's old. And she thirsts for blood. You know how it be. Just cat things. She's not been enjoying the heat wave very much. She's just been sitting in our basement underneath a chair, being sad. And I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. We can't control the heat. You will just perish, I guess. Catch, my cat is screaming in the bathtub right now. I love that for you. Why is he screaming in the bathtub? Okay, this shadow is gonna need a little bit of blending, but don't worry about it. No cat anymore, but would love to once I have the space for it. Yeah, I agree. I have a gray and white cat named Momo. You have a cat named Momo? One of the other streamers that I watch, What is Soup, who's also part of the Soup cult, has a cat named Momo. You guys both have Momos. That's so funny. Did you name it from, like, Avatar? Silo knows what is soup. Hell yeah. You guys have the same cat. Same cat moment. My cat is like a random cat we found. She got dropped off at my, like, grandparents' farm and we just stole her. Took her home. Yes! Yeah. Other Soup is awesome. He was actually already named that at the shelter we adopted him from, but I like to think of him as Momo from Avatar. That's so cool! Okay. We lost our, like, neck shadow because I extended the chin, but we will add it back. Right now. And some of this. Okay. That's fine. That's so cute. I had something to say and I forgot it. No thoughts today. Do we need these shadows anywhere else? I think not really. I have returned. Welcome back. How was the hospital shower? Are you refreshed? Okay, I feel like our biggest strife at the moment is this chin area. It's annoying me. Welcome back. No thought, just vibes. Yeah, no think ever. I feel somewhat refreshed. That's what that's good. That's better than no refreshed. Okay. Slightly. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Better than not being in bed for a little bit. Yeah. Definitely. I think we need to add some of this just, like, around. You know? Sometimes you just gotta add some for consistency. Okay. Let's blend everything out a bit. These are interesting colors that I'm working in today. Back, we love taking care of our tools in this house. Yo, you guys got back at the same time. Oh, this is not the color I meant to make. My paints are starting to dry in the heat. Um, I really just gotta sit here. Yeah, welcome back also. We're in sync. You could do some stretching. Hmm? Maybe? Get limber? You could, I don't know. We are a hive mind. Oh god. Okay. Is this the right color? Not quite. I'm gonna add green to it. We tried to separate- oh, Soup about to say get bent. We tried to separate just enough to not make it look suspicious, but it seems to not have worked. Yeah, I'm on to you. I've instantly sensed the hive mind. I mean, it's allowed. You guys can be a hive mind unit if you want. I'll allow it in the chat. Okay, this is like kind of the color I want, but also not really the color I want. Honestly, sometimes when I make a color that I don't want, I just start putting it down anyways. And what's up with that? I feel like maybe I shouldn't do that. I just do it though. That's okay. Hive mind? I don't even know him. You could. Maybe you're just trying to throw me off the scent. You don't want me to know you guys are a hive mind. Okay. Put a number between 1 and 10 in the chat, and if you guys pick the same number, it'll be confirmed. But maybe it won't be, because you'll be communicating to put the wrong number. Let's see if you pick the same one, though. Fuck! You're not a hive mind. I would have picked 7 too. I feel like 7 is like the most common number that people pick. Why is that? We are a free thought. Alright, I guess you guys can control your own thoughts today. I guess so. 7 was my first thought, but then I went, this is too obvious. Why does everyone pick 7 though? That's a real question. It's just like a good number. Everyone likes it. All the homies like 7. You really think hive mind need 2 Twitch accounts? Oh, you're right. I guess so. You guys could just share brains. I think that's cheating, actually. Why? I don't know why my playlist just starts playing random songs now. That's a mystery. Okay. Kinda cursed. We've already heard this song. We will skip it. Like, it's not done because there's like 300 songs in this. Wanna merge into one? Is that against TOS? Are you guys allowed to merge into one and become a hive mind on twitch.tv? Wanna get to know me? Try and fight me on Discord. You guys are gonna fight? Oh, I wish I had like a duel command. That would be more fun. Oh my god. This song is... Usually we don't have this many song issues in one stream. Something's always gotta be weird though, I guess. I have a hard enough time being one stable mind as is. No hive mind time. Okay, is this the color I want? No, it's not. I'm taking that away. Okay, actually, we can use it. We'll just use it for highlights, though. It's a little light from what I wanted. Oh, we can be pals and watch movies or something over the net. I haven't done that in a while, lol. Yeah, I never do that because I don't really like movies. I did see Black Widow the other day, though. Because I could see it for free. And I liked it. What about TV shows? Yeah, maybe. I find it difficult to, casually watch things. I, like, have to be in the watch it all and then think about it obsessively mood. Because I will just end up doing that. We could watch Reboot on Discord. I can't watch Reboot because Kelp Goblin has a deal to read like 4 books that I want him to read before I watch Reboot. And that's the only way I'll ever get him to read those books. Oh well, yeah. You guys could watch Reboot though. I cannot join you because I want those books to be read. I'll watch with you, Calvin. Okay. Goodbye, all those shading I just put there. It's gone now. Like, I think painting is just doing it and taking it away. I was talking about something and I forgot. Oh yes, I went to see Black Widow. I enjoyed it. I really like Florence Pugh and all of her characters. Also, David Harbour was in it, which I didn't know. He plays the, like, cop from Stranger Things. Why he always playing, like, an unhinged dad character? I watched Black Widow yesterday, too. What did you think of it? I liked it. I thought it was good, and I forgot the spoilers, if you care about Marvel. I forgot that she dies in Endgame, so at, like, the end credits scene, when it, like, cuts to, like, her tombstone, I was like, ooh, I forgot. I was like, wow, what's she gonna do next? They should make another Black Widow movie, and then I was like, ugh. I thought the actiony stuff was okay, but I thought the villain's deal was really stupid. Oh, really? I thought it was kind of good. I like how it tied into, like, human trafficking, which is, like, a real problem that people face in the world. I thought it made it, like, a little more realistic and, like, sad than, like, Marvel's usual villains of, like, I am a space alien. I want things, you know? I thought it was, like, quite impactful, the way that they, like, beat everyone. Get sipping! You're right! I will be sipping. Water bottle. I also thought it was really nice to get to see Black Widow finally have, like, a character and people she cares about. Because, like, for most of the movies she's been in, they're like, haha, sexy Avenger. But, yeah, but, like, the most abundant resources, little girls. I thought that's what made it, like, so awful. I thought that made it really impactful and, like, sad. Because that's, like, what some people, like, perceive, you know? I thought it was real. One of my friends got a tattoo of Demi Lovato's face on a frozen yogurt, and Demi Lovato fans on Instagram are just abusing her. I'm actually interested in seeing Black Widow for Florence Pugh. Is she good in it? She's so good in it. I loved her character in Black Widow, but I love her character is in everything. I really liked her in it. I really liked her relationship with Black Widow. I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but it doesn't take much to please me. I see any sort of content, and I'm like, I liked it. Hell yeah, I'll watch it for Florence Pugh. She's great. Yeah, she was great in it. I was like, instantly fave character. I hope she sticks around in the Marvel universe, because she's so cool. Florence Pugh's a babe. Big agree. I've seen her in Midsummer and, oh god, what's it called? The one with, oh, I don't remember what it's called. The other one with Saoirse Ronan. I really like Little Women, yeah, that's what it's called. I liked her in that a lot. I like most content too, but also I like discussing and arguing well. That's true. I like most content and I usually don't have strong opinions, and I'm like, I liked it. That was entertainment for me. It is cool though. Yeah, she's great in everything she's in. I agree. Like, honestly, she carries. Good job. Okay, we got our highlights going now. Midsummer instantly convinced me she's the next great actress. Yeah, she was very good. She was so good in Midsummer. You know what was wild? I watched when I was tattooing when Midsummer came out, and so many people would come into the tattoo shop and they would be like, "Wow, Midsummer was such a girl boss movie. Like, good for her." And then I watched Midsummer and I was like, "Besties, I don't think so." I don't think that's what the movie was. But okay. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is for me a 6 out of 10 show and I liked it plenty, but I also really enjoyed discussing things I thought could have been done differently. That's true. It is nice to talk about things. My sister hates watching stuff with me because I always comment on stuff. I don't do it like in a theater, obviously. But I'll be like, yo, why'd they do the light like that? And she's like, shut up, you're so annoying to watch things with. Well, people had the weirdest opinions about Midsummer, I remember. Yeah, some people had some hot takes about Midsummer, I will tell you. Oh, hello, Binko. How's it going? We're painting. It's on the way. I keep, like, adding things and then being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. Because it's starting to look like a more realistic skin, I think. Which is what we wanted. It's Binko. Great. Hell yeah. Honk. Where is the honk from? I want to know. Games done quick. Like, Midsummer was a very divisive film, but I love it, so screw everyone else. Yeah, true. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film, but I think, like, you can like, what's her name in it? Danny? I think you can like her character, but still, like, appreciate the fact that she joined a cult and killed her, like, boyfriend, even though he was shitty. You're like, hey guys, cool motive, still murder though. Still weird. Yeah, lots of people who came in were like, wow, girl boss moment. Love that for her. I was like, I don't think, okay. I guess so. I guess so. I got gifted a Games Done Quick sub somehow. Oh yeah, also Black Widow blowing up a child was a bad take. True. That's true. She did, like, regret it though. I feel like that was one of her main strifes. I was down for a BF to dial him out. Like, I agree, he was shitty. And it was like, oh, you're in a cult time? You can definitely die. But yeah. I think some people were just like, woo, do it. You know? Oh my god, that one was so scary. I was thinking about colors, and I got You Like Jazz bass boosted. I'm trying to think about, I think this is the wrong color too. Actually, it's kind of good. It's kind of good. Oh, we're speedrunning. We're speedrunning this painting. Do. Okay, I think I'm struggling because I'm making everything pink again. I was done with all those dudes, but the cult thing was weird though. True, yeah. Like, I felt so bad for her, that, like, whole movie. I mean, it was a movie where brutal stuff was happening. May as well kill off the dickhead misogynist. Exactly. You're like, you know what, besties? You're gonna die anyways, so... Kinda deserved. Got him. Okay. I wanna make this nose like a little... Didn't want to read Dean during drawing. True. That's all. I appreciate the consideration. Oh. What happened? Sailor Purin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How is everything going with you? We're doing some painting. And some of them got, like, pretty Hannibal type deaths, which was fun. Yeah, true. I was so confused by the disabled dude that they kept in the church to just draw, lol. Yeah, that was, like, such a weird part of the movie. Didn't really understand that, but I guess so. Yo, emotes time? Honk honk, it's your resident theater manager. Oh, sheesh. How's it going? Honk. Has Binko brought you here? Question mark? We are painting. We are painting. Good, your art is amazing. Thank you so much. It's on its way. Hopefully it will be good by the end of it. Yeah, they did. We're sitting in the living room. Oh god. Okay. Pressure. The pressure for living room entertainment is on. I'm sipping. I'm sipping again. Thank you. I just made the mouth look weird. It's okay. I think I've sipped Soup, the natural living room entertainer. Sip paint water. You're right. I could. Look at this. Doesn't it look good? It looks kind of like strawberry milk or something. I could take a swig. Banko says sip paint water. It's time. Hey guys. Time to add a new channel points reward. Sip paint water. Drink! Sip sip. You guys would never know. Like, I could have like a crazy straw, like one of those big loopy ones, just like sitting in the paint water. I could have been sipping from it this whole time. Like an IV drip of paint water, and you wouldn't even know. You can sell paint water. Gamer girl paint water. I think that's my new niche. I'm gonna occupy it. So watch out. Okay. I think that I don't know. I need to blend this like shadow. I like how I did it up here, but I don't remember how I made that color. Painter girl paint after paint water. I did once drink an entire glass of paint water, lol. I think you've said that before. That remains no less cursed though. It's actually incredibly cursed. I have IV drip, hee hee. Dang, is it paint water? Water. Tasted pretty bad. No. Maybe I've been sipping this whole time. You know? Tasted... Oh wait, I just read that again. Sometimes I just read things again. Lol. I don't know if I've ever had an IV. Oh, I wish it was paint water. Yo, get that paint water right into my bloodstream, please. Thank you. I think the only time I've had to have an IV was when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. So I've never, and I wasn't really conscious for that activity. But they are trying to keep me good on nutrients and full of drugs. Makes sense. It's good to have an IV drip if you are in the hospital. Paint water will now be sold at the theater, $50 a bottle. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna bring it. We gotta return those profits somehow. I need like a color in between this and this one, but I keep trying to make it and I keep just making pink. Sometimes I've been struggling to deliver. Heck yeah. That's so funny. I just flicked stuff all over there. Okay. Okay, the journey to make a color in between the colors I want is starting now. We will get it. We will get it. Don't worry. Same day clown delivery. Who needs clothing drip when there's paint water drip? Yo, you're right. Maybe together. We could add that so it's like one. I get a white t-shirt and I chuck the paint water onto it. Then you got paint water drip and clothing drip. Oh, if I add this white, this might be bad. I've done it anyways. Oh, this is a good service. That is a good service. Steal of a deal, honestly. Okay, okay. Let's see. That's a little better. I did get paint all over my hand somehow during that double drip moment. I think I should start selling that as merch. Y'all want some paint water merch? Okay, I'm gonna make this nose. I already kind of messed up the shape. Okay, whatever. It's like rounder. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, okay, so the last couple ones I tried to do, I was really good at smoothing all the colors into each other. Less good at it today, but that might just be the vibe. We might just keep them... Hell yeah. We might just keep them not blended and say it's on purpose. If I get out of hospital, I can come pick up paint water though. What are the directions? May contain piss. What happens in the clown delivery? Gamer paint water. I think we're just gonna, like, we're gonna work our way to making this shadow a little less crazy, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But I think that's a little, like, more blendy. Sometimes you just give up on the blendy. We will see. Gamer piss water, more like. Acrylic is hard for me to blend because it's too fast for me. Oil lets you get elite blends. Does Twitch block Coomer? It doesn't, I guess. Not for me. I did turn my auto mod off, so you guys are allowed to say bad words. I need this color, but darker. I don't have that color, but darker. How do I make you darker? Red? Maybe. The mysteries of paint. That looks gross. That's not the color I desired. We might have to reload on some of these paints. In a second. But I could. How bad of words. And will I be banned if I go full gamer? I will ban people for heated gaming moments. Captain Kaladin will bring that sword down right on your throat. And you will not survive. Okay. Will this work? Maybe? I added like just a tiny bit of brown to this color, so let's see if it's any different. Okay, like a little bit. That's good. That's what we want. Wow, look at us go. Blending. I think acrylic paint is more about blending with the actual colors instead of blending the paint, you know? You have to like get the colors look like they to look like they blend instead of like blending. That's what I've found, at least. That's a cool little acrylic paint hack for you. Guess I won't have a heated gamer moment. My first night I witnessed a dude yell the N-word at a nurse because they wouldn't let him smoke at the hospital. That is not the vibe. But I feel like the hospital is always full of people yelling various things. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Oh. Nurse was not bathed. Had a heated gamer moment. Okay, I don't know how to blend this shadow. We've entered the struggles part of this painting. But that's okay, because it's been going pretty good. I think we can bring it back. I will just slowly add this brown into this color until it blends. Will it blend? Rhett and Link moment. I think once we get this shadow, like, done, we can start, like, adding, with a smaller brush, all the details that will make it look like an actual human. How did I make this color? I'm so confused. Usually I can get, like, a similar color again, but what was I up to? What was I up to? Okay, maybe this one will work. We are all betas compared to the Sigma plain Burger King man, though. What? Who is that? Is this the color? It's still not the color. How did this happen? I'm gonna wipe that away. Yo, life hack? Use your fucking finger? Eggman meme. What the fuck are you talking about? I love that reaction to that. That's so funny. I want some more of this. I want some more. Have you not seen the video of the white dude on the plane wearing a Burger King? I haven't seen that. I don't know, actually. I feel like we exist on different parts of the internet sometimes, but I'm on cringy internet, so we don't have to worry about it. Don't know how I made this color. Okay. How blend? Maybe purple. Actually, purple might have been the right choice. Oh. What? Thank you so much for the bits. What? 300 bits. Welcome in. Hey, it's Frozzy. How have you been? How have you been? My friend sent me that sort of stuff. It's a meme right now, the Sigma male grind set, yeah. Hello, thank you. Yeah, how's your day going? We're doing some painting today. Okay, still not quite the right color. Hello, hello. Pog? Yeah, what the heck? Binko Bonko the Clown has been sending me exclusively cursed TikToks, and it's turning my For You page into a nightmare. Been great, just finished my final uni exams. Yo, hell yeah. That must feel so good. It's so nice to finish tests. How did they go? I hope they did good. I'm finally free. Yeah. Sigma this, alpha that. What about the actual release date? Oh, they've been starting to send them to me as well. I'm so sorry. We get to share in this cursed activity. God, I fear every time I open a TikTok from them. People just start, just take like cringy moments off like toxic masculinity and whiteness, make those videos making it seem like cool, haha. Yeah, pog. I don't know how to blend this. I'm gonna take another sip of water. You guys should all take a sip of water as well. We will sip. And we might give up on blending this shadow. Although we probably shouldn't because it's kind of important to this picture. Alpha male, Sigma male, version 2.0 male is where it's at. You guys know that one TikTok audio right now that's like, here comes the boy. That's been playing in my head non-stop today. So that's cool. You know what? I'm just gonna try to make this same shadow color and we're gonna blend it with water because I cannot make this same color for the life of me. That's what we're up to right now. It's so much more red than I have this. Okay. Alright. My favorite is this one of Tom Cruise talking about how Scientologists are the only ones that will stop to help people in car crashes and are thus the only ones that can help them. That's wild. You know what's interesting? Okay, this is a rant me and Kelp Goblin had the other day. So you know that, like, unsupervised dad trope in action movies? Where just, like, a, like, random white man... Oh, what? Thank you so much for the sub, Elsie. Welcome. Hello, this looks amazing. Thank you. Welcome in. We're in the midst of painting. It's a little chaotic, but I appreciate it. We're now talking about unsupervised dad trope in action movies, where it's just a guy, and he always is like, no, I know what to do better than this, and like rips out his communication and does something wild, and we're like, wouldn't it be great if like there was a movie where someone did that, and then they were just like, we can't find you, you just like ripped out your communication, like you're, and he just like pays the price for all of those like bold choices. I feel like that would be so funny. Painting is hard. I really put the pain in painting, always. Yeah, I feel that. I am feeling that. Thank you for stopping by. I've been trying to catch your streams for like the past 2 weeks, but I keep being asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, I've missed it. It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, we did it. We are experiencing the pain in painting. Always. We are experiencing it today by not being able to blend out this shadow. We out here. I feel that with your streams. Yeah, we out here. So big of a time difference. A good filmmaker really has to make a satire of those Taken type movies. Yeah, exactly. I want that so bad. Like, I want, like, the character to just, like, face all the consequences for being stupid. They're like, no, we're going with my plan. And they're like, wait, you don't even know the you're going the wrong way. You don't know where we are. I feel like that would be enjoyable if it was done right. You know, maybe he could have a redemption arc. Like, start being just, like, a wild white man. And then be like, oh, I have to, like, respect the people around me and work as a team to get things done? Wow, I would fuck with that so hard. Me finding out how yellow my painting was, pain moment. Yeah, a wild white man. You know, that's always what the protagonists of those movies are. I would love for that a movie like that. Maybe we should make white men into rational humans. Hot take. Like, literally. That would be a great movie, though. Okay. I can't really blend this shadow. I haven't struggled this much with the shadow. Oop, too unrealistic? Yeah, lol. People probably would- all the people would be like, oh, an action movie, and they'd be like, what? This is dumb. Frog. What we do in the shadows but idiot white men from action movies. Yeah. I keep getting paint all over my desk. All good? How do you blend the acrylic paint? We're doing our best today. We are experiencing this struggle a little bit with this. We're just gonna do something like this and leave it, because I'm giving up trying to blend these colors. It looks like pretty good up here. I don't even know how I did that. Does it look bad? No. It looks alright. Sometimes it's like that, lol. Yeah, sometimes you just give up on that. It's a little rough. But that's okay. You know? It doesn't matter. If you don't look at it too hard, it's alright. Okay, I think we're gonna start actually adding our proper details in now. Gotta look for now, but this looks great. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope you have a good time. I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna get a smaller brush, and we're gonna start making this look like an actual person. Here we go. Okay. Small brush, where are you? Don't keep your brushes stored in a bag like this. It's like not a good choice, but it is a choice that I've made. Don't do it though. Paintbrushes ASMR. Where's my small brush? Small brush? I want you. Do I want smaller brush than that right now? Maybe. Maybe. Hello? Where are you? Yes. Tiny? Where's the other one? Oh my god, what? Oh, here it is. Brush. I like going into random chat rooms and typing, I'm a male, 67 years old, and if people engage, I convince them that I am a 43-year-old that needs to age quickly. That sounds like a wild pastime. Damn, should I do that? No, it's bad. I don't know, sometimes it get pretty wild. I already tried very hard to channel old man vibes, so I convinced this one girl to try and win her sugar daddy back. What? Guys, I think I'm too nervous to just fuck with people on the internet. One of Kelp Goblin's favorite activities is just to join random niche discords and fuck around for a bit. And I'm like, that's stressful though. Oh, I need like more paint. More paint break. I've used up all the reds and the black. See, Oriole and I are not hive mind because we do very different things. Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. Where the heck are you? There. I like to just join random niche discords and accumulate sun emotes. That's fair. Why do you have so many sun emotes? I need to draw a sun emote for our Discord so you can add to the collection. I went all out and made an entire persona for myself. This girl and I were vibing. That's so wild. I guess you can just do that. Like, you really can. Paint. Come out. Please. Okay. Oh my god. It's getting kind of toxic, but it was funny, kind of yikes a little. Kind of like, likes, yikes. I didn't know where to draw the line, so I just kept going. That's a little chaotic. You know. Okay, let's add some of the details. We love details. Okay. This is going pretty well so far. I think we can finish this stream. How long have we been streaming? Oh, only like 2 hours. Yeah, we can probably finish. We're like not that far from being done. There's like most of the time it like looks a little crazy and then it all comes together right at the end. I wished her a good night and told her she was very nice to talk to and then never talked to her again because she seemed wild. A good choice. I'm in one exclusively— oh my god, wait. I've lost my mouse. I'm in one exclusive— come back. Oh my god, my OBS won't let me look at that. Rip that message. Uptime. Yeah. You've spent 0 seconds. Kaladin isn't a true fan. Dang. I wonder why it doesn't show. That's kind of lame. It would be cool if you could actually see. Oh, everyone is just doing watch time now. It doesn't actually track the time slow. Yeah. What song? Why? Okay. Wild. Is this brush too big? Do we need even smaller? When will this nightmare end? I ask myself that all the time. Okay. I think this brush is a little bit too big. Let's do the mouth though. Going into political discords and arguing with Nazis is pretty fun. That also sounds yikes. You know, I just don't want to have like stressful internet experiences. I'm just here to vibe. I like never interact with people unless they're nice. Oh, it is. They're almost always from Scandinavia. Well, my window is banging. That's— I guess so. I mean, you know, I just like to have a good time. I also don't like arguing. Okay. Huh. We have to add the teeth in eventually, because or else the mouth pose doesn't really look the same. We gotta start making this, like— start getting this to look how we want it to. Okay, looks a little chaotic right now. That's fair, I wild out sometimes. I'll argue about what a show could have done different with the characters, but I don't want to talk politics. I just enjoy a little trolling. That's fair. I'm just like a coward, you know? Don't want to troll. Just want to vibe. No troll, only vibe. Okay, I think I need smaller brush. Well, we could do— no, actually. Let's get our smaller one out here. We're moving into small brush territory. Hello. My absolute fave is trolling in competitive video games. With my buddy Michael, we will just laugh for hours straight. I guess so. Okay. Now, our precision becomes important. Yeah, like grooving in the soup store with agreeable pals and where nobody wants me dead for being queer and stuff. That's a good time. I agree, you know? I just want to have like a fun time where everyone does not feel judged. I never troll, just hang out in the sun-themed Discord and do their which sun cult should you join personality quiz. I'm at soup. Yeah, I like never troll. Listen, if I'm looking for stuff, I'm just looking because I like it. Okay, eyeball time. Solaire game. Which sun-themed cult should you join? Did you join? What did you get? And why the sun? I mean, I guess so. The sun is pretty good. We kind of stand the sun here. Little bit. How... I think we need to start adding those flowers. We'll see. We'll add some more, like, eye details, and then we will add the flowers, I think. Okay. I should post the quiz in your Discord, maybe. You should. I want to know which sun-themed cult I should join. I'm Solaire of Astoria, an adherent to the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own sun. Dang, we got sun lore? I wanna know. I wanna know. Let me be a part of it. Quizzes are so fun. Sometimes I get sucked into things like that. I'm like, it's time to take quizzes. Okay, eyebrow time. I guess we're gonna make the shape first. Ariel clearly just wilding out way too much and too often, lol. Yeah, you know, I do not be wildin' very much. I be vibing. I do be wildin'. Oh my god, I'm not reading all that. I'm glad you guys are in some sun cults. What do you do? Worship the sun? Wait, what is that? What is Wii Fit Trainer's line from Smash Ultimate? Salute the sun. Do you salute the sun? Is that you? Oh, you can't even see. Oh, haha, so I didn't scare you of a proposition if you have a moment. What? Are you still quoting something? I honestly just didn't even read that long message. Get got by me. I like painting eyebrows. I like painting in this style that's like not really realistic, but like kind of realistic. It's just like a vibe. It's just fun. I need a yes or no to continue. Ooh. I don't know what you're doing. So, get wrecked, I guess. I'm just painting eyebrows. I'm doing Solaire's dialogue from Dark Souls. Okay. Why, though? For fun? I've never played Dark Souls. Okay. Because he is the Sun Man. I see. Eyelash moment. This eye is like less wide, I think. Okay. Cool. Should we add the eyelashes over here? Yeah, it's like so dark. Can't really see them. We will add a couple. I'll add more with my even smaller brush. Later. He is my sun man if I had to choose one, like him or Apollo. Who are all the sun people we know? You know what's wild? I used to like IRL fuck around and troll my cousin all the time. Because I was just like, I don't know, smarter than her as a child. And one time I told her, I was like, listen, the sun will change the weather for you if you ask nicely. And then we would just like go around asking the sun to change the weather. And I think she like believed me. Sometimes you just do that. You know? You guys relate to that experience? Sometimes you just start a little, everyone needs eyelashes. You're right. Sometimes you just start a little personal sun cult. when you're like 10. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Let's do some of this ear. I also usually just forget about the ear and just leave it. You know, no one really, like, looks at it. People, like, mainly just look at the eyes. And they're like, yep, looks like eyes. Or they're like, doesn't look like eyes. Okay. There's Ra, Apollo, Helios, Sol, Hawaii, Kepri for memory. Kepri? That's interesting. You know so many sun-themed guys. I don't know very many sun-themed guys. Oh, I just made that a little Kepri, I see. I made that a little too narrow. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, I think we should add some of the flowery parts in now. Wait, let me make these eyes a little better actually first. A little more round. Yeah, I like looking at different ancient religions. That's very interesting. I need to drink water. These art streams always get me. I like thinking about Apollo riding around on his chariot, just being the sun. Isn't that what, like, his thing is? He is just this, like, the sun? I don't know, actually. I haven't brushed up on my Greek mythology lore. It's so funny to talk about things like that is just lore. What if we talked about, like, Christianity and you're like, oh yeah, the Bible lore. No spoilers. That's funny. Small brush. And then night comes around and his bad bitch sister Artemis takes over at night. My favorite fan fiction, the Bible. Yeah. Things really heating up in the Bible fandom. They are always heating up in the Bible fandom though, TBH. Yeah, he's supposed to just ride around during the day and then otherwise he doesn't. He does like poetry and controls cows. I wish I could control cows. I saw a TikTok of this girl living my dream life. She just had like these little mini Highland cattle and was putting their hair in like little ponytails and I was like, what the hell? How does this become me? Please tell me. Highland cattle are so good. Elite cattle breed, honestly. Bible head kid. One of my friends just got new kittens and they're named Apollo and Artemis. That's so good. That's so cute. I want to have like a baby animal in my life again so bad. My cat is like 15 maybe, I don't know. So it's been so long since we had a new like a baby animal. There's something nice about having a little baby. They're kind of feral. You don't know what they're up to yet, other than being feral. I'm getting paint all over my stuff. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna add these flowers in now. It's gotta be stressful. Me not know lots of cattle. You just gotta see Rita again. You're right. Sit up straight. I will. Okay. Thank you. Nobody's redeemed this in ages, so now you must. You're right. Okay. This is... Okay, we have to make this accurate because we can't really go back from these ones once we start adding them in. But hopefully this will be cool. I think it should be cool though. Hopefully we'll add some flavor. Some spice. When I'm back to health, I will invite you and Kelp to see the pup. She just turned 1. Ayo, hello. How's it going, Kelp Goblin? What's poppin'? We're painting? We're talking about baby animals. What's your guys' favorite baby animal? Like, human babies are so low on the list for me. Honestly, they are so nasty. It's Kelp the Jam. Like, almost every other, like, baby creature is way better. Snow leopard babies. Oh my god, I like how it looks. Thank you. We are adding the flowers and stuff now. And we have to be precise so it looks good. I think tadpoles are cool. Miniature rabbits. Baby, like, bunnies are honestly a pretty good baby. That's, like, a pretty good baby. Always cute. That's a pretty funky way to grow up. Yeah, tadpoles to frogs is kind of hype. Like, I feel like anything baby is just cooler than humans. Okay, this needs to go like this. Yeah. Baby birds. Any of them? Okay. I kind of disagree with you there. Baby birds are kind of ugly. They're like naked. This reminds me, Kelp became Kelp Jam and I was inquiring if there'd be peanut butter soup. There won't be, because I don't like peanut butter that much. And that's all. That can't be part of my branding. I don't even like peanut butter. Baby Mario! Why are you being so mean to baby birds? Because they're kind of gross. You know, I think I just don't like birds that much. Baby cows are the goat? Yo, I agree. I second that. Baby cows are so good. Baby toadette. Baby cows are so good. You can just, like, stick your hand in their mouth and they're like, thank you. Baby Bowser. You have a PB profile pic. That's true. That's because Kelp Goblin wanted me to have it, though. So... I'm probably gonna change it back in a bit. Rip. These ones are over here. I gotta stick to my branding. I made the profile picture.
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah. Rip. Yeah, lol. It's called romance, actually. Yeah, I guess so. Romance, matching profile pics. You're right. But what about I drew a profile picture for myself? Baby snake? Those are good. Oh my gosh. One day we were like on a walk and we found these like pile of baby snakes. Not a pile. They were alive. They were just all like sitting together and it was so exciting. I love baby snake. They're just like small snake. I would let a snake ruin my life. Valid. That's a valid choice. Okay. The time of romance is over. Only bromances now. What's your favorite bromance? One of my favorite duos of friendship, I think, is Steve and Robin from Stranger Things. Where are they? I want them back. I love that duo. I love friendship duos, honestly. It's so good. Oh. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. There's also some flowers on the shoulder. Bromance equal protagonist of in wait, what? I don't understand what that means. We rockin' with the small brain. Frodo and Sam from Lord of the Rings are just such bros. That's interesting. Have you guys ever seen the show Sex Education on Netflix? I think that has some of the best, like, some real good friendships and bromances in it. Love that. Love that one. The protagonists of the movie in Bruges, they just hate each other, but it's cool. Sex Education is pretty good. I like it. I like it. Honestly, I just watched like zero live action TV. That's fair. You know what? I really wanted to rewatch Adventure Time recently. I like watched Adventure Time the first time and then missed like a season because it was the like season wasn't on wherever I was illegally watching it from. So, but I don't remember which season it was that I didn't watch. So I need to go back and figure out cuz like there's some hidden Adventure Time episodes that I've never seen still. And I want to watch them. I want to watch them. My favorite bromance is Shark Tale and Nemo. Honestly, oh, Ryan Gosling and Bryan Cranston. Cranston. Where is Cranston? We've been looking for Cranston for so long. From Animal Crossing. Never found. Never found. Okay. These flowers are looking all right. I think so. I'm not gonna add those other ones down there because it will mess up the numbers. Also, we just can't reach. Okay, cool, cool. Rip Cranston. R.I.P. Cranston. Should we just, like, do these flowers first? Hey, what if I smoked a bowl in the hospital? Haha, kinda quirky. I'm kidding. Kind of a hot girl summer moment. Bye, Kelp. Okay, goodbye. Have fun. We big sippin' again. Okay, I think we should do, in this order, the flowers, the mouth, the hair, and then add highlights, and then we will be done. Hot girl summer of smoking bowls on bad health. Yeah, probably not the way to go. You know, just in my own personal opinion. Feel like you might want to avoid doing that. Just like for your general well-being and such. I should eat streamer misses all my messages. Wait, what did you say? I said I saw it. I sim. I should eat lunch too. What are you eating for lunch? What's everyone's lunch plans? What's everyone's 3:23 p.m. lunch plans? Okay. Flower time. It is like more blue in the center of these. Streamer really has selective reading, lol. Steak and salad, I think. What? That's a hype lunch plan. Listen, I'm painting and reading. What more can you ask from me? I'm multitasking. My lunch plan was hospital bring me gross food. Okay, fair. That's kind of a lame lunch plan. But yeah. That's kind of lame. Do better. I'm finishing a bag of pretzels that I just started eating yesterday. Yo, I love pretzels. Pretzels are so good. I think pretzels are one of my favorite, like, snacks of all time. I could just, like, consume so many. My lunch plan is really bringing down the vibe. That's alright. Maybe you can get a cool milkshake. I don't know what hospital you are at, but I know that one of the hospitals here has milkshakes. If I lived in New York, I would quickly die from the amount of soft pretzels I would eat. Same. Soft pretzels are so good. I would sell my soul for, like, a soft pretzel. I should make soft pretzels. I haven't made them in forever. Soft pretzels, this is some soup lore for you. Soft pretzels are, like, one of the only foods, like, that I can reliably bake. I can just, like, make them every time, and that feels so good for someone who's, like, kind of bad at cooking. Not even kind of bad, I just am bad. I'm at the one by where you go school. Okay, I think that's where they have milkshake. I haven't made soft pretzels in forever either. yo, soft pretzels making stream? Just kidding. I don't think I can do that. My kitchens are too chaotic. I envy you so much for this skill, Soup. Yeah, one day I will make soft pretzels and just like mail you one. Butter. None of my kitchens are well equipped for a cooking stream, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. But I like making pizza dough the most. That's cool. I've never made pizza dough. Usually if we make homemade pizzas, we will just buy like a naan bread or like something fun to put them on and then use that because it's easy and tastes very good. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should try it. I'm like not very good at cooking. I usually find it makes me very stressed and overwhelmed, so I don't do like new things very much. I'm like, I only know how to make 3 things without being incredibly stressed by it. Okay, time to blend these flowers a little more. We are really vibing. Oh, well, I'm awful with food, so I don't make much for that reason. That's fair. Yeah. I think, like, I don't know. I think just, like, the timing of cooking, because everything kind of has to happen in an organized manner at the right time, I would get really, like, nervous about. Things must occur in quick succession, and I'm like, oh god. I wasn't prepared. Or I'll have to, like, prepare every single step ahead of time so then I can do it all. Which kind of makes it, like, a little annoying. I work at a cafe now, though, so maybe I should expand my horizon. Oh, that's cool. I wanted to work at a cafe. I applied at a cafe one time and got an interview, and I was like, oh hell yeah. I'm imagining my new coffee shop AU lifestyle. And then they were like, you don't know how to make any drinks. And I was like, you're right. And they were like, no. And I was like, okay. No coffee shop AU for me. Okay, these are looking pretty cool. How we feeling about the flowers? Kind of vibey, honestly. I don't know how to make drinks, but I'm technically a barista. Oh, I just knocked everything. I cheated the system. Coffee shop AU with the pro tag doesn't know what a coffee is, and how they keep their job is a continued mystery. That could have been me. I could have been living that. I really don't know how to make any drinks, and I also don't like coffee, so I guess it wasn't meant to be. I don't drink coffee or tea. Yeah, I like tea. I do like a good tea. I don't really like coffee, though. Kind of just tastes nasty. People ask what's good, and I just blatantly lie. You lie? I just be like, I don't know, lol. Alright. Flower time. Okay, let's add some, we need smaller brush. Smaller brush. Oh, there's also like some, hold on, I actually need this color still. There's like, she's got some like blue eyeliner going on. And I think we need some of it. We need some of that here. Oh, this one is just like all flowers, okay. But like a little bit of it there. Yes. Okay, cool. I think that looks neat. Old people are so demanding though, I kind of hate when old people come in. True, honestly, I go into a store and I'm like, can I have this? And if it's like, I'm just like, no, that's fine. Just do it the easiest way. It's all good with me. I couldn't imagine. My ideal age is like late 20s women because they're overly polite. Haha. I just proved that. Oh my god. Alright, let's mix some more colors for this. Cool. Yeah. Honestly, that age of people is just like the best because everyone is nice. Usually. You're like, thank you. You have saved my life. I used to work at a trampoline park, and the worst ages of people to come in were the, like, old people, because, of course, very demanding and very confused, and most didn't understand that you have to sign a waiver, and then the, like, loose 13-year-olds. That's terrifying. They are not afraid to fucking troll you IRL. And that's awful. I find men seem to expect stuff to go a bit quicker, but a lot of women are just way too nice, and I'm like, damn, you're a cool person. Old women, though, the scariest. Yeah. I agree. Older women are not afraid to, like, kill you in the store, and you're like, okay, I'm sorry. Working at a trampoline park definitely provides you different vibes. And some of those vibes include being just like fucking got by 13-year-olds all the time. Old men are demanding, but older women are like, I will end your career. Yeah, yeah. Older women are like, I have a vendetta against you. I'm out for blood. Alright. How's it looking? Pretty good? I don't have to deal with teenagers at my job, at least. Yeah. Having to deal with, like, loose teenagers in a space where they're running around and, like, with a lot of energy and can buy energy drinks. Oh my god. My last job was like, please, 5-year-old, stop running around and work on your painting. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. Hello, mangoes. How's it doing? Have you consumed a mango? That's what I want to know. Please give me the last date and time you ate a mango. Yeah, the trampoline park job also did include, like, kids just, like, peeing and pooping everywhere, so that was a little wild. Mango? Oh, mango, bish bash bosh. Never ate a mango? Oh my god. I guess so. I guess so. Kind of a good username, then. Yo, you got a mango emote? What? Why do you have an emote for, like, every situation? I sometimes have to deal with, like, little kids, but usually they just want to ask me questions about my tattoos and stuff. Well, yeah, that's cute. That's a default emoji, lol. Wait, really? Oh, I see. I see. It looks different on my, in OBS. Kaladin OP and has everything. Yeah. That makes more sense, though. I was like, what? Who has that? And why? Here we go. I think my, like, tattooing job was the most chill. Had the most chill people. Kaladin is far too powerful. They must be stopped. Before it's too late, they cannot be stopped. They're all powerful on this channel. You better watch out. Or it may be you who is being stopped. I don't want to add too many details here because it's supposed to be, like, blurry. We're just gonna add a little bit. But not too many. Not too many. Okay. See, that's fine. A sword. Let's add some, like, things. You know? We're, like, at the part of the painting where we're almost done, but we're not quite done, and I am, like, tired now. This is the worst part, because it's like, oh, we're almost done. We're not quite done. There's more things to do. Kaladin stabs Oriel real quick and wins. Fight me, Kaladin. I have a stick. Are you fighting? Is that a knife? All the emojis look so cursed in OBS. Need more white. A battle is going on. Okay. Cool. Oh my god. 83 messages were deleted. Massacre. I dead. You just got. You can't mess with the gods of the DirtSoups channel. Mods? No. More like gods. Is that a piece of power by Kaladin? No, I lost the fight. You know, Kaladin's allowed to. I'll allow it. Okay. It's sword time. You know? I think it's looking pretty good. Let's do the mouth. I think that's our other main part that needs some help. And then, let's see where we're at. Kaladin and I often jest. They once stabbed me IRL. Wait, what? For real? Hold on. You have to explain that one more. What is the tale of that? On purpose? What happened? What happened? What happened there? No, I'm kidding. Okay. You know, like, it seems like something that might have happened. I was making up grandiose tales for the bit. Dang. Okay, teeth. Oh, okay, whatever. We're just going for it. I think these need to be, like, more gray. But like, yellow. Gray. You know? Maybe not that much. Hold on. Hold on a second. How do I make this color right? Very white, yeah. May have mind-controlled Kaladin for a bit. They've since become far too powerful. Oh no. That's like the exact same color. Okay. You can't tell on stream because of my lights, but that is actually like darker. So don't worry about it. Due to the high, how are we gonna stop Kaladin anyways? Due to the high power level and stuff. You don't have to. Just submit. To your kind and benevolent ruler. This is an authoritarian regime. But like, I don't want to die. You won't die. Just don't have any heated gamer moments. You know? Okay. Alright, we gotta focus on this part now. Oh god, teeth are so difficult. So this needs to go like up a bit. Kinda like this, but less cursed. Oh, has heated gamer moment, gets skipped by all powerful Calvin. Let's go, Pogs in the chat, we're so gamers. I could really flood the screen with emotes, lol. You could do that. And you are. Oh god. That might make it lag though. I don't know actually. We'll find out, I guess. We're about to. Okay. Oh, it's so sweaty, my room right now. Let's make this lip color. Sorry, I'm a child, I'll stop now. Khaled is gonna kill us now, I think. Okay. One last hurrah. Final way to go out. We love to see it. There is a limit. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that actually. Okay, that mouth is looking better now. We're on our way. We are on our way. Oh. Yeah, I gotta find the limit now. Oh no, you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, so here's my question. Do you guys have gamer setups? My birthday is upcoming, and I'm thinking of things that I would like to buy for my, like, computer area. And like, right now I just kind of have, like, the most basic things you need to actually, like, run a computer. So I was wondering if you guys have, like, any fun specific things. I have a bit of a gamer setup, like a true gamer. Okay, what do you have that you like? Do you have, like, a mouse pad or, like, headphone stand? What are your gamer accessories? I want to know. I'm not a gamer. I just have a normal laptop and a plug-and-play mouse. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, like, that's kind of just what I got going on. But I'm like, maybe I should get some fancy stuff for the birthday. Yeah, I have a huge mouse pad. Okay, okay. The big one? Are the big ones the vibe? The large ones better than the small ones? Because I was thinking of asking, like, a mouse pad is a pretty easy gift. Pretty easy thing for people to get. So I was like, yeah. Mouse pad? We're going on an Oreo setup tour. I love having one of those mouse cord holders. Oh, interesting. I don't really know if I know what you're talking about, but I'll look at that. Do you have like a headphone stand? Do you think it's worth it? I mean, right now, I take my headphones off and I just set them on my desk. No, wait, I am a gamer. I just play console though. I don't like computer gaming actually. Okay, I see. Yeah, just buy like a huge mouse pad and stuff. Alright, hell yeah. Okay, I think that mouth looks better. Looks a bit better. I don't have a headphone stand because I have a big desk. Interesting. My desk is kind of small. Huge mouse pad is always appreciated, I'd say. Okay. I see, I see. I don't know, but I have a decked out keyboard and mouse. Yo, do you have a custom keyboard? I really want to get into, like, making keyboards, because I love keyboards, but that's, like, an expensive hobby at the moment for my current financial situation. but I would love to, eventually. Get some, like, custom keycaps and stuff. Sometimes you just gotta lean into the gamer vibes. You're like, sorry guys, I'm entering my gamer arc. No, it's not custom, but it's a gamer RGB. That's cool, that's cool. I think I would definitely get one with RGB. Listen, I'm a sucker for RGB. I don't know, it's just fun. It's like, oh, lights. But it's a short keyboard because I think the numpad is useless. True, I never use the numpad on mine. And my mouse is made to feel like human skin, lol. Okay. Why? For what? What was the reason? Does it feel better like that? That's kind of nasty. Because it's really comfy? Okay. You get to, like, hold someone's hand while you're gaming. I love using numpad, but only because I have math sometimes. True. If you don't have math, there's not really a reason to use it at all. And I no longer have math in my life at the moment. Thankfully. Alright, it's starting to come together. I think I need small brush again. Tiny brush. Yeah, due to this limited edition final mouse, they don't use the synthetic skin anymore, though, I don't think. That's so weird, though. I feel... What color is it? Is it just, like, black? Or is it, like, flesh-colored? I'm trusting your setup advice less and less now. Soup, like, broke up with math, now art is my new best friend. But yeah, I guess I don't have crazy amount of accessories. It's blue, haha. Okay, that's fine. That's more acceptable. You have, like, an alien skin type beat going on. That's wild. Well, I mean, I don't really have, like, anything, so... I'd like to know what people got. It's cool. Let's do some eyelashes. Alright. They look kind of weird. I'll make them longer. It's signed by an esports player. Dang, you got fancy shenanigans. But yeah, my fave thing is big mouse pad, which is actually pretty cheap. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. I will definitely get a big mouse pad then. I don't have one right now. I don't have, like, any mouse pad. I just really have my mouse out here on the wood desk. It slides and it's not great. Eyelashes? They've arrived. And the cord holder is really convenient if you have a long mouse cord. I see. Right now my mouse is like USB. I don't know what's better. Corded mouse or not. But also right now my mouse was like $7 from the dollar store. So it's mainly useful for, like, FPS games, though, because you don't want a cord flying around. Yeah, makes sense. Soup, what if you got, like, drawing gloves, though? I guess so. I don't really use them, though. I think I technically have, like, one, but it's just kind of, like, gets sweaty in there. You know? Well, if you get a good wireless mouse, they're actually pretty much the same quality. Okay, interesting. I prefer wired, though. Why do you prefer wired? Is it, like, faster? I'm getting so much good info today. Nah, at this point it's not a noticeable difference. I guess I just like knowing there's a cord and not having to worry about battery life. True, I love not having to worry about battery life. That is nice. I'm always a little worried things are gonna just run out of battery and I'm gonna be like, uh-oh. I did recently change my mouse battery though, so we should be good for a bit. Oriole, have you ever played Valorant? I'm back on my Valorant. My mouse is like $200 though. Sheesh. I'm not gonna buy a mouse that pricey, and it's definitely not gonna feel like human skin, so... Okay, I think we should do the hair. And then add some highlights, and then we'll be done. I played a bit of Valorant, but I'm kind of a CSGO dude, so not much because they're similar. Yeah, fair. I've been playing Valorant for the first time ever, which is my first, like, FPS game. And it's been pretty fun. Okay, we need big brush again. I have wired is better. I have wireless headphones and the latency sucks. I have wireless headphones, but they have like a USB driver and they are like pretty good for me. They were kind of expensive though. They were like $300. But I was like, I need to get some good headphones. Okay. Hair time. We need to use our colors. My wireless headphones have started stuttering. The audio just clips in and out. Dang, that's annoying. Jackal, are your headphones like, do they have like a driver or are they just like Bluetooth? I don't think I would ever get Bluetooth headphones. They just are like so like buggy. Yeah, I think wired ones last a bit longer and are generally slightly cheaper. They are cheaper. I do know that. Oh, she has like an earring and I didn't know. That's fine, we're not gonna add it. We gotta get the contrast going. Okay, we have to not get this all over the face also. What? I'm usually really lazy on hair when I paint. I just put like some stuff down and I'm like, nice, hair, got it. I just like mainly focus on the face. I think it's fun. It's more fun that way. Hair is less of the focal point. Do you play Valorant, Soup? Not really. If so, you gotta hop over to Counter-Strike with the boys. I like Valorant because it's prettier than Counter-Strike, so consider that. No, I'm not very good, but I play, I get killed, and I say, that was pretty fun. Hair time. I don't know, like, what the top of her head looks like. That's okay. We will just make something up. Valorant is prettier, but it feels slow. I suck at Valorant. That's fair. I've never played Counter-Strike, so I would not know the difference. What do you mean by it feels slow? My good PC is broken right now, though, so I'm on my bad one that doesn't run Valorant super well. Fair. Sometimes I do just, like, lose every single gun battle because my computer just is slow. But that's alright. Like, peeking around corners in Valorant feels like a snail compared to CS. I see. I kind of like it. My brain does not register visual information that fast. So, I feel like the slow pace is probably better, honestly, for me. I'm like, woo! CSGO fights feel so quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're almost done. I'm just gonna add a little, like, darker bits to this hair. Really up the contrast in our painting now. give it some more. You can't even tell. You can't even tell on the stream. That's okay. You will see in the picture after. Okay, let's add some little, like, wispies to the hair. And then some highlights, and then I think we'll be done. Oh my god. But yeah. I'm a sucker for the sick pace of CS, I see. But to be fair, I don't think I gave Valorant the hugest try. My friends didn't like it, so I just kind of went back to CS with them. That makes sense. What am I doing? This. I didn't mind Valorant that much. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I've enjoyed it so far. It's scary to talk to people, though. I don't know any of the callouts or the things, or what the maps look like, or what we should be doing. Lunchtime. I haven't had lunch yet. Yeah, go eat food. Food time. So, playing the actual game is a little nerve-wracking. I'm like, sorry, I'm a fool. Don't know any of the things. To be honest, I just don't like the idea of, like, different operators playing games, though. Really, I think it's cool. Goodbye, Vermilion Jackal. I hope you have a good lunchtime. I think it's cool, because you can, like, learn different, like, skills and stuff. I like everyone having the same stuff and the game being run by economy. Interesting. I like everyone's, like, different things they do. Okay, let's add some of these curls. CS is like fully about economy. That's interesting. I'm like kind of bad at economy, but it doesn't really matter in Valorant, so it's okay. Okay. Alright, alright. Yeah, I would say operators are really fun on a casual level, but I get really competitive, so I get annoyed by bad balance. True. I feel like Valorant is really fun if you have, like, a consistent team. Then you, like, all want the same things, and you are, like, balanced, you know? Okay, well, whatever. We're just gonna add some highlights to this, and then I think it'll be done. You know, you can work on something for like a million years, but sometimes you just gotta say, alright, that's all for me. We will slap some highlights on. Oh, this photo has like kind of bluey highlights. That's kind of interesting. We will do that. We will do that. Yeah, true. I just got bitter about that system after a while because of, like, Overwatch. And I don't know what that one is. Makes sense. I never played them, though, so I have no reference or time to be annoyed by them. Adding the highlights is like the most fun part, because then it really starts to like pop. You're like, oh, sheesh. Oh, MOBAs is the genre of games like League of Legends and Dota. Oh, okay, I see. Ugh. Interesting. Highlights. So fun. My favorite type of game is roguelikes, though. So I have a nice controller. Interesting. I haven't really played, like, any. I don't really know what my favorite type of game is right now. I've been trying out some different things to see what I feel like, but I always just like cozy games. My other stuff is really just for Counter-Strike. I just hit like 20. Oh my god, that's so many hours. That's impressive. I don't like that, like, one I added. Hold on. I need to take it away. Take it away! I've been playing CS for 8 years. Oh my god, that's like 300 hours of it a year. Okay. That makes more sense, but still, wow. How do you not get bored of it? Highlight revoked. Okay, cool. I think that's gonna be the end of this one. I don't know, I guess it's just a game that I love. Makes sense. I mean, I love, like, lots of games, and I still get bored of them. Yo. The strategy of it really intrigues me like no other game. That's fair. Okay, I think that's the end of this one. Let's pull up the reference. So you guys can see. We got this. It's a little, the angles are a little weird. I feel like every game is different, even if it's the same map. True. Alright. Alright. Well. Thank you guys for joining. To the end of that. It looks really good. Thank you. I hope you guys liked it. It was pretty fun to do some painting. You guys really got to see the process of it. Thank you for the stream. No problem. You guys wanna raid? Question mark? The process. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys have any recommendations for who we should raid? There's some people live right now, but I've raided them. Sure. Raid. Yo. We can do some raiding. Hold on. Let me switch. Wait. Oh god. I'm doing this all with one monitor. Let's raid Twigglesoft. Who is that? We live doing Breath of the Wild fan art. Okay, that's kind of hype. I love Breath of the Wild. And Butter, you always have the best suggestions. They're live right now. Let's see. What are they up to? Twiggle has like 250 viewers, though. I see. Breath of the Wild fan art. Okay, yes. We are gonna raid. We're gonna raid them. Butter always has the best people, knows the best people. Okay. We're gonna raid Elok Moi. They're doing some Breath of the Wild fan art right now. Will's chat's a bit chaotic sometimes, but he's very kind. Okay, sounds good. Alright, I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. You guys gotta say soup raid in the chat when we go. Oh god, okay. Okay, goodbye!